My name is Ashley Johnson. I'm 34 years old, and I live in Columbus, Ohio. This is the story of how my mother-in-law ruined my son's 7th birthday party with a gift so disturbing that parents called child services, and how my husband defended her anyway. Let me start at the beginning. I married Brian Johnson when I was 26. He was 28, worked as an accountant. I was a pediatric nurse. We met through a dating app, dated for 18 months, got married, had our son Ethan a year later. Brian's mother, Patricia, was difficult from the start. At our first meeting, she looked me up and down. "So you're a nurse? That's nice. Not a doctor, but nice." "I love being a nurse," I said. "I work in pediatrics." "Pediatrics?" She wrinkled her nose. "Dealing with screaming children all day. How exhausting." "I actually love working with kids." She turned to Brian. "Brian, honey, are you sure about this one? She seems very ordinary." Ordinary. That was her favorite word for me. When we got engaged, Patricia tried to take over wedding planning. "Brian's father and I will pay for everything, so naturally we'll make the decisions." "That's very generous, but Brian and I want to plan our own wedding." "Nonsense! You don't know anything about throwing a proper event." We ended up paying for our own wedding just to have control. Patricia was furious. Barely spoke to us for 6 months. When I got pregnant with Ethan, Patricia's attitude shifted. Suddenly, she was very interested in our lives. "I'll be moving in to help with the baby," she announced one day. "What? No. Every new mother needs help. I raised 3 boys. I know what I'm doing." "Patricia, we appreciate the offer, but we want to manage on our own." "Don't be ridiculous. Brian, tell your wife she needs my help." Brian, as always, was caught in the middle. "Mom, we'll be fine, but you can visit anytime." "Visit? I should be living there." She didn't move in, but she might as well have. Showed up every day. Criticized everything. "You're holding him wrong. That's not how you change a diaper. Why are you breastfeeding? Formula is better. Don't pick him up every time he cries. You'll spoil him." I tried to be patient. "Patricia, I'm a pediatric nurse. I know how to care for a baby." "Book knowledge isn't the same as experience." When Ethan was 2, Patricia started undermining my parenting openly. I'd say, "Ethan, no cookies before dinner." Patricia would sneak him cookies. "Grandma says it's okay." I'd put Ethan in timeout for hitting. Patricia, "He's just a baby. You're too strict." I'd establish bedtime at 7:30 p.m. Patricia, "That's ridiculous. Children should stay up. He's not tired." Brian's response to all this? "Mom means well. Just ignore her." By the time Ethan was 6, I'd learned to limit Patricia's visits. Once a month. Supervised. Brief. Patricia was furious. "You're keeping my grandson from me." "We see you every month." "I should see him weekly." "Patricia, we have our own family routines." "I'm family." "Your extended family. We need boundaries." She hung up on me. Called Brian crying. Brian came home stressed. "Babe, can't you just let Mom visit more often? Your mother undermines me constantly. She doesn't respect my parenting." "She's just old-fashioned." "She's toxic." "Don't call my mother toxic." We fought. Eventually agreed. Patricia could come to major events, birthdays, holidays, but needed to respect our rules. She agreed. I should have known it was temporary. Ethan's 7th birthday was coming up. He wanted a superhero party. I went all out. Rented a community center, hired entertainers in Captain America and Spider-Man costumes, ordered a 3-tier cake decorated with Marvel characters, Bought decorations, party favors, goodie bags. Invited 20 kids from Ethan's school, plus neighbors, relatives, Brian's coworkers with kids. I spent a month planning. Spent $1,500. Wanted it to be perfect. Patricia called a week before. What can I bring to Ethan's party? Just yourself. We have everything covered. I want to bring a gift. Of course. Ethan loves Legos, books, anything superhero related. I'll bring something special. Something meaningful. Something in her tone made me uneasy, but I didn't push. Party day. Saturday, 2 p.m. Community center was decorated beautifully. Red, blue, and yellow balloons everywhere. Happy birthday, Ethan! Banner. Tables set with superhero plates and napkins. Kids arrived. Ethan was thrilled, running around in his Spider-Man costume. Friends everywhere. The entertainers were doing tricks, teaching superhero moves. Patricia arrived at 2:30, late. She was carrying a massive box. Had to have been 4 feet long, 2 feet wide, wrapped in plain brown paper. She marched in, box in her arms, face determined. "Ethan!" she called loudly. "Grandma's here!" Ethan ran over. "Hi, Grandma! Happy birthday, sweetheart. I have a very special present for you." Other parents were gathering. It was present time soon anyway. Patricia placed the massive box on the gift table. It took up half the table. "My present is the most important," she announced loudly. "Ethan, open Grandma's gift first, before all these other silly toys." I felt my stomach drop. Something was wrong. "Patricia, maybe let Ethan open presents after cake." "No! He opens my gift now." Brian pulled me aside. "Mom's excited. Just let her have this moment." "Brian, something's off. You're overthinking it." Ethan was already tearing at the brown paper, excited. All the kids gathered around. Parents pulled out phones to film. It was a big present, must be something cool. The paper came off. Inside was a wooden box. Not a cardboard box, a wooden box. Smooth, polished, dark wood, with a hinged lid. And carved into the top in elegant script, Ethan Johnson. My blood went cold. Ethan opened the lid. Inside, purple velvet lining, like a jewelry box, but big. Big enough for... One of the mothers gasped. Another parent grabbed her child's hand and started backing away. Ethan looked confused. "Grandma, what is this?" Patricia smiled. "It's a toy box, sweetie, for all your action figures. See? You can put all your toys inside. Very practical. Much better than more plastic junk." But everyone knew. This wasn't a toy box. This was a coffin. A child-sized coffin, with Ethan's name carved on top. The room went dead silent. Even the entertainer in the Captain America costume stood frozen. "Grandma," Ethan's voice was small. "This looks like a thing for dead people." "Don't be silly. It's for toys." But his face was crumpling. He was scared. I moved, fast, grabbed Patricia by the arm. "Outside, now." "What? I just gave him a gift." "Outside." I dragged her out of the community center. Brian followed, confused. Outside, I turned on her. "What the hell is wrong with you?" "It's a toy box. It's a coffin. You gave my 7-year-old son a coffin with his name on it. It's custom-made solid oak. I spent $400. You spent $400 on a child-sized coffin? For his toys. Who makes a coffin-shaped toy box? Who carves a child's name on it? I thought it was creative. Creative? Patricia, you gave my child an object that symbolizes death on his birthday. Brian. Mom, I think maybe this wasn't the best choice. Oh, not you too. It's just a box. It's a coffin, I screamed. Inside the community center, I could hear crying. Ethan was crying. I went back in. Ethan was sobbing. I don't want it. I don't want the dead people box. Other parents were consoling their kids. Several were gathering their things to leave. One mother approached me. Ashley, I'm so sorry, but we're going to go. This is really disturbing. My daughter is having nightmares about death lately, and this just... I understand. I'm so sorry. 3 families left within 10 minutes. I knelt by Ethan. Baby, it's okay. We're getting rid of that box. You don't have to keep it. Why did Grandma give me that? I don't know, honey. Does she want me to die? My heart shattered. No, baby, no. She made a very bad choice. The party continued, but the mood was ruined. Kids were whispering. Parents were uncomfortable. The entertainers did their best, but the energy was gone. Patricia came back inside. Where's my present? I put it in my car. You can't just take it. That's Ethan's gift. He doesn't want it. He's 7. He doesn't know what he wants. He knows he doesn't want a coffin. One of the parents, my friend Melissa, had her phone out. She'd been recording. Patricia, did you intentionally give a child a coffin? Patricia turned to her. It's not a coffin, it's a decorative storage box. With his name carved on it like a headstone? It's personalized. Melissa looked at me. Ashley, I'm uploading this to our parent group chat. Other parents need to know. Within 30 minutes, my phone was blowing up. Parents from Ethan's school, neighbors, people I barely knew. Did your MIL really give Ethan a coffin? Is he okay? That's psychologically abusive. Have you called CPS? One parent, a lawyer, texted, that gift could be considered a death threat. You should file a police report. I made a decision. I walked up to Patricia. You need to leave. Now. I'm not leaving my grandson's party. Yes, you are. Security. I waved to the community center staff. This woman needs to be escorted out. You can't do this. Watch me. 2 staff members approached. Ma'am, you need to leave. I'm his grandmother. Ma'am, leave voluntarily or we call police. Patricia looked at Brian. Brian, tell them. Brian looked torn, but finally, Mom, maybe you should go. What? You upset Ethan. You upset everyone. Just go. Patricia's face turned purple with rage. Fine, but you'll regret this, all of you. She stormed out, got in her car, drove away. The party ended early. We did cake and sang happy birthday, but half the guests had left. Ethan was subdued. At home that night, Ethan asked, Mom, why does Grandma hate me? She doesn't hate you, baby. Then why did she give me a scary present? I don't know. Sometimes grown-ups make very bad choices. I don't want to see Grandma anymore. You don't have to. Brian overheard. Ashley, you can't ban my mother. Watch me. The next day, I got a call from Child Protective Services. Mrs. Johnson, we received a report about an incident at your son's birthday party. My heart stopped. Who called you? We can't disclose that, but multiple people reported that your mother-in-law gave your child a coffin? Yes, she claims it's a toy box. Can we come see it? I haven't brought it into the house, it's in my car. The CPS worker came that afternoon. I showed her the gift. She took photos, measured it, examined the name carving. Mrs. Johnson, this is clearly a coffin. Child-sized, custom-made. This is highly disturbing. I know. Has your mother-in-law made any threats against your son? Not explicitly, but she's been hostile to me since I married her son. I think this was meant to, I don't know, scare me? Upset Ethan? Ruin his party? It worked on all counts. We're going to file this report. I don't think you're in any danger, but I'm recommending that your mother-in-law have no unsupervised contact with your son. She's not having any contact. That's your right. I'll document this. If she attempts to contact Ethan or shows up at your home, call police immediately. After the CPS worker left, Brian exploded. CPS? You had someone call CPS on my mother? I didn't call them. Other parents did. Because you made a scene. Because your mother gave our son a coffin. It was a toy box. Brian, CPS looked at it. They confirmed it's a coffin, custom-made, child-sized, with Ethan's name carved like a headstone. Mom didn't mean it that way. How did she mean it? What possible innocent explanation is there? She's just eccentric. She's disturbed. Brian, our son asked me if Grandma wants him to die. That stopped him. He said that? Yes. Your mother's gift made our 7-year-old afraid she wants him dead. Brian sat down heavily. Fuck. Yeah, fuck. What do? We cut her off. Completely. No contact until she gets professional help. She'll never agree to that. Then she doesn't see Ethan. Ever. Epilogue. That was 6 months ago. Patricia has not seen Ethan since. She's sent letters, cards, gifts, which we return unopened. She's showed up at our house twice. We called police both times. She's threatening to sue for grandparent rights. Ohio has grandparent visitation laws, but our lawyer says the CPS report and the coffin incident work heavily in our favor. Brian is in therapy, finally seeing how toxic his mother is. It's been hard on him. She's his mother. But he's choosing Ethan, choosing our family. Ethan is also in therapy, working through the trauma of that gift. His therapist says he's doing well, but he has nightmares sometimes about Grandma's scary box. The coffin? I tried to return it. The company that made it refused. Custom orders are non-returnable. I ended up paying someone to dispose of it. Cost me $100 just to get rid of Patricia's gift. I'm 34 now. My relationship with Brian is strained, but improving. Ethan is thriving. And Patricia? She's out of our lives. Because I learned something that day. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Patricia showed me exactly who she is. Someone who would psychologically traumatize a child to get revenge on his mother. And I will never, ever let her near my son again. If this story about a grandmother's disturbing birthday gift resonated with you, please subscribe. We share real stories about toxic family members, protecting your children, and setting boundaries. Comment below. What's the worst gift a family member ever gave? Your stories matter.